you need to know something that when you chase immigrants away, okay, telling them pack your things, go shut down your businesses, you are literally, crumbling your own economy because somehow they contribute to your own economy. And a lot of them are finding out right now. For all of this to be coming out, even international news talking about it, it shows you that a lot of them are literally finding out right now that this is not just about South Africans telling immigrants to go away, it's also going to hurt their own economy. And they are literally finding out right now. Anyway, my loves, welcome back. I'm going to let the rest of the videos roll and I'll come back with more commentary. But yeah, I would love to hear your own take about today's video because it's something that we all already know right from time. We all have been talking about it. We all know that this was going to be a thing that's going to play out in no time. Well, I'm going to let it roll, then I'll come back with more commentary. Credit to all creators on this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So let's go watch, then I'll come back with more commentary.
Now that shops are starting to close down, it is us who should now call the councillor and say, Councillor, these shops are closed now. How can government help us as South Africans to get stock so that we can take this stock and put it in these shops? Let us stand up and go to local government and say, please help us, give us money so that we buy stock and fill this shop and sell for ourselves.
Guys, we are here in Epping Market. Those Xhosa people, they were saying, those black darky of South Africa, they're saying Makahambe. Look how the market is now. The market is empty. No one can buy. All the foreigners they're buying, they go home. So you South African come and buy here. You South African come and buy now. You saying most foreigner Makahambe. You South African come and buy.
Please, nobody is gonna work here up until
reasonable,
you fix the things that we are asking you to fix.
Do you hear? Nobody's gonna work here.
Yeah.
We are not going to work together. I'll close the shop. Okay, guys, we are closing. You can go to your stations, clean up. We are closing shop. This shop is finished. These people told us that we are not allowed to work anymore. These people who doesn't want to identify themselves. So, please excuse me. These people can walk in here and tell me they're looking for foreigners and turn it into a situation.
The ripple effect of foreigners must go. Look at the amount of spoilage.
Hello. How much is this? It's 40 days. Yeah, but conditions no, so yeah.
Spoiled oranges because there's no foreigners to buy. More spoilage. It's getting bad.
Doing that, and this is not just a joke. We're fighting for our kids. Your kids doesn't need drugs. Your kids are not involved in drugs. Why are you so selfish as old as you are? You said that you like what we are doing at first, but now we're asking you about the foreigners that are inside your apartment, and you are telling us that you're not going to answer us. We are going to demand.
I'm a South African citizen, right? I've got no rights here, but my landlord is taking me out, evicting me from my flat. But the foreigners are still staying here. This thing, there's no papers, no nothing. She's bringing so much of foreigners in this building here, and she's putting them here in this building.
Evicting you for what reason?
She evicted me for not paying my rent, but foreigners are staying here. She's collecting money every day from them. That is wrong.
It's wrong.
Entirely wrong. I'm a South African citizen. I got my rights. My rights. I got my rights. I'm being evicted. That's not right. It's wrong. South Africa, it's wrong. It's wrong for me. That is wrong. I will fight for it. I will go to March, and I'll make sure these people are out.
I'm telling you. See, they are different caliber of people. Now, before you come judging this guy, make sure you understand his point. And he says he's a South African citizen. And for him, he has his rights.
Look at my face.
He doesn't understand why the foreigner where he come from other country, they have come to hustle in the country, get money, paying rent to the landlord, and then they are living in the building. He where he get the right to live in the place, they are sacking him.
Why?
Just because he hasn't paid his rent. He doesn't care whether it be you they own the building. The fact that he's a South African alone gives him the right to stay in the building.
I'm telling you.
But they are sacking him. That be why he's going on the match with these people. Bro, and I support this man. I support this man, like honestly. Because as a citizen, why do you have to pay rent?
You get it?
For what? And then these people that come from other countries, they'll come and stay there. Bro, you see the caliber of people in South Africa. You see the caliber of people in this country. The people marching, you can pick like 10 people and ask them why they are marching. And you hear a similar thing like the way this, sometimes quite even worse.
You don't know.
Now they are going to the people that are owning the companies and all of them, and they are threatening them to give them job. Somebody will take a money builds a company where is producing something on the market. You are telling him that you should get rid of the people where he has hired. No. Then at the end of the day, if the company collapses, you go somewhere else.
Now, and you can also leave now. I will not employ you people.
Why?
Why should I?
Why should you employ outside people?
I have my own people.
Outside people? Foreigners?
No, South Africans.
But then the ones that are working here are.
And
Don't shout at me. Don't shout at me.
You started shouting at me.
No, don't shout at me. I'm not your child. Don't shout at me.
Coming with the full force of the community to stop this spread because of your bad attitude. And I know you've been giving my colleagues bad attitude. But me, I'm different. I'm Sfiso. You understand? I'm different. So if you've got something to talk nice now.
So listen to me very much. When you guys were walking out, you guys already threatened that you guys were going to close the shop down.
It's not a threat.
No,
Let me tell you, it's not a threat. It's a promise. It's a promise. It's something that we're going to do from Monday.
Okay. South Africans have begun to suffer the consequences of chasing fellow Africans out of their country. As you can see on your screen, many streets now look deserted, while businesses and shops have shut down because many of them were owned and operated by foreigners. Even taxi drivers are now lamenting low patronage as fewer people move around those areas. This is the sad reality on the ground now. Many people thought if they forced foreigners to leave, things will automatically become better for the citizens. They thought all the money and all the businesses would just belong to them overnight. But this is not how life works at all. Now, the main people feeling the pain are the same citizens who wanted the foreigners gone. Look at the popular market and business areas. They are completely empty. The shops are locked up because the owners have packed their things and fled for their safety. You see, these foreign traders were the ones making the community lively. They open very early in the morning and close very late at night. Now that they are gone, people have to travel very far to big supermarkets just to buy common food items. And those big supermarkets are much more expensive. It did not just stop at the shops. The transport sector is bleeding heavily. Taxi drivers are now sitting down doing nothing because nobody is entering their cars. Bus stops that used to be full of life are now looking like ghost towns. These foreigners were the ones taking taxis every day to go to work, to supply goods, and to do businesses. Now that they are gone, the taxi drivers cannot make enough money to buy fuel, let alone feeding their own family. Local landlords who were collecting rent from these foreign shop owners are also crying because their properties are now empty and nobody is paying them anymore. The funny part is that some factory workers in South Africa have taken to the street to protest the removal of foreign workers. They warn that sending these workers away could affect production and put many jobs at risk. According to them, many industries depend heavily on skilled foreign workers, and there are not enough local workers available to replace them. You know, South Africans don't like to work. Let me play the video.
We are here today, we're trying to save our jobs.
Are you local? Are you local?
We are locals.
And how are you losing your job?
We are losing our jobs because when they are taking the foreigners away, that's the foreigners who are giving us jobs.
We don't want any other country to go. Why? Because if they go, we are going to lose our countries. Our bosses are going to close the factories. Where are we going to eat? Exactly nothing.
One of them must come and bring one people to show us how to do the job. But they can't give us any one person to replace the foreigners. We can't chase somebody without a replacement. We have to find a replacement.
Foreigners must stay.
Yeah!
You see, anger and jealousy made them destroy their own economy. They just realized that you cannot just remove a huge group of hardworking people from a system and expect that system to stay normal. Many of them are blaming the government for not handling the situation well before it got out of hand. You see, this whole situation teaches us a very big lesson about how the world works today. No country can survive all by itself. Every nation needs foreigners to grow and prosper.
South Africa has a bad reputation worldwide, and it's affecting our income through these xenophobic engagements. We're burning down our house trying to chase away strangers. Let me give a simple analogy out of it. Imagine owning a company with 100 employees. Good service delivery, employees get paid well. But there's one employee that decides to treat a customer bad and that video goes viral. Everybody's going to believe that that company is trash. Your reputation is mismanaged and is doing bad, and eventually the 99 employees are paying the price for that. There are two industries out of many that have been affected in this regard. Entertainment. We do know of artists that gigs got canceled in Africa simply because of these xenophobic engagements. Now you might say, well, we don't care. Have you thought of the fact that they have to pay their managers that manage their careers, and those managers have families to feed? Have you thought about the South African-owned airlines of which these artists fly in that pay the pilots and the crew members that is on it? What about the money going into South African banks? These service fees are paying hundreds of thousands of employees across the country. What about the producers? They get paid based on the factor that they can get more money to produce the songs that you guys are singing to. Tourism, that's also affected. 700 billion is spent in South Africa in that industry alone. 150 billion of that money comes from investors outside the country. That is contributing to nearly 1 million employees. That's 1 out of 18 employees are from this industry. Well, you say how? Restaurants, hotels, street vendors, township economies, township tourisms, VAT spending. Guys, we need to safeguard our reputations. If you think the 30th of June is going to come and jobs are suddenly going to appear, quite frankly, it's going to do the opposite to the economy. Simply because nobody trusts South Africans to work with them. Now, as I run for mayor, one of the few things I want to do is protect our reputation. We need these jobs. We need these investments. But how can we do it if we are engaging in destroying ourselves, hoping that it will benefit us today?
I don't even know who told these people that by the time you chase all immigrants away, that you guys are literally going to become rich. I think I watched a video of one South African guy who was talking about if they give the economy of South Africa is ready to, is actually enough to pay South Africans, and every one of them can be getting $1 million. I don't even know how much what their money, I think rands or so each, right? And I'm like, I don't get it. Does this guy actually understand economy at all? Does he understand economics in any way? Or who did the math for him? Because I guess he doesn't actually understand it. So, but some of them run with this, ideology. When, they hear it from somewhere, they run with the ideology that actually this is how it's going to be. By the time immigrants leave, everybody's going to be okay. They're all going to make money. They're all going to be very wealthy. No more poverty in the land. They believe that immigrants has always been the reason why they are poor. They do not have money. That's the reason why they do not have businesses. One of my friends told me some time ago that, the reason why some of us actually see the rich as our problem is because we have never dreamt to be rich. Okay. And that's, my friend, is the reality. Until you start dreaming about rich, or until you start actually pursuing your goal to come out of poverty, you might never actually smell it. You might never come close to it. Instead, you see the rich people as your problem, but they are not your problem. They just found a particular problem and decided to solve it. And that's the reason why they became rich, right? That's the reason why they became rich in the first place. So actually thinking that immigrants is their problem, that's why you still stayed where you are. And instead, when March on March came up with their ideology of sending all immigrants out, that their government brought in immigrants to take over their jobs and all of that, That's why a lot of them ran with it. That's why a lot of them decided to run with the ideology that immigrants were the problem and they needed to sort out the problem that immigrants have brought to them. And now this is where we are at, where they have issues, they are finding a way to solve their problems. They are literally, their economy is actually not booming as normal, okay, because these people who are on the streets don't even understand the economies and how the economy works at all. Now, the people on the seats in the government, they're all the ones feeling the pressure. They need money to run their day to day and they need taxes, okay, to do all of that. Now, how many of these people that is on the streets actually pay taxes? How many of them have a business of their own? Because it's very hard for you to see someone who is doing so well, a prominent person who does business, who is doing so well, to be on the street telling other people who run business to shut down and leave. It's hard. Okay, if you run a business, you understand the pressure, the stress, the strength, and the manpower it takes to open up a business and maintain it for years. And also, you understand how much it costs you. Okay, it costs a person who happens to be an immigrant to own a business running your country, because you as a person, as a citizen of that country, you know how hard and stressful it is to get papers to run your business. Now imagine or put yourself on the shoes of the foreigner who actually run the same business as you. You understand the mental stress and the financial stress that they put through to actually open up that business. Now, the impact is everywhere, and every one of them is literally feeling the impact. But yeah, I doubt if the people who literally caused all of this is feeling any of this impact at all, because they don't understand what it means to own a business. They never run one, they never owned one, they don't know exactly how it works. And that's why you had a lot of people who are actually South Africans also who have who are employees to these people, these foreigners come out to also protest and say, we don't want these people to go because they are the ones, employing us who've never had jobs. Okay, these people employ us and keep us in their businesses. But alas, many countries, many companies are going back. Many people are folding up their businesses and moving back to their countries to start their life all over. At least they have a place to call home. So definitely they have to go back and start up their life over there. You guys build your country. Like you said, you want to build your country. I guess that's exactly what everybody's saying. Okay, let's leave them to build their country at this point. And that's why you have a lot of countries sending flights to come and pick up their own people. Like that guy said in my previous video, he said, fetch their people. Fetch. I thought it's water they used to fetch. Anyway, let me know what you all think in the comments. Bye, my loves. Don't forget to like and subscribe too.